Hey there, Mary Sheila here, BioYouth Labs, and I'm talking about the thyroid today, and I'm talking about the connection between stress and the thyroid, right? Because chronic stress can negatively impact thyroid function. So we want to, as much as we can, engage in stress reducing activities like meditation, deep breathing, exercise, yoga, or regular physical activity. And seriously, it can be as simple as going for a walk outside, maybe even calling a friend that we love and trust, or reading a novel and just relaxing, right? And getting away from whatever the stress. Sometimes we just have to change our scenery. Prioritizing relaxation and self-care can support overall thyroid health. Managing stress is important for overall well-being, including anyone with low thyroid function, because chronic stress can potentially exacerbate our symptoms and impact the thyroid function. So I want to share some stress-reducing strategies that can be beneficial for individuals with low thyroid function, and kind of for all of us, right? We all want to be practicing stress reduction things, right? Because we don't want too much stress to lead to even a thyroid condition. So we can definitely do some deep breathing, and I love doing deep breathing right before I'm going to sit down to a meal. That's such a great time. You're sitting down, you're going to have a meal. Hopefully you're sitting down. You're going to have a meal, and you're going to take some deep breaths before the meal, and that's a great way to stress reduce. Even if you do 4 breaths or 10 breaths, I'd say do between 4 and 10, right? Deep breaths. Make it a time to say grace and give thanks for what you're about to eat, right? You can also do meditation. You can do other mindfulness practices. You can take a stroll after a meal, right? And allow your food to digest before you get on to other things, and allow for yourself to just be outside in nature, right? Nature is a great stress reducer. When we do things like this, we help reduce our stress hormones, and we promote a sense of calm and well-being. The other thing that's really helpful to reducing stress is exercise. Physical activity, regular physical activity that can help reduce stress and improve your mood. So you want to choose activities that you enjoy. I hate when people, or I always think it's funny when people say, oh, I hate going to the gym, but I will if you think it's a good idea. I'm like, no, what do you love to do? So choose something that you enjoy, that's suitable for your fitness level. If it's low impact, that's great. You can walk, you can do yoga, tai chi, you can swim. It can be really anything that is going to feel good for you. And if you do have low thyroid function and you're really tired, you do probably want it to be something that is low impact and not too stressful and isn't going to make you super tired for the next few days, right? The other way we can really pay attention to our stress levels is to make sure we're getting sufficient sleep. We want to prioritize getting enough sleep, restful sleep each night. Sleep deprivation can increase stress levels and negatively impact our thyroid function. So we want to have a habit of a relaxing bedtime routine that creates comfortable sleep. We want to have a good sleep environment, and we do want to aim for those 7 to 9 hours of quality sleep, right? And I know a lot of people say, well, I'm a night owl, and they go to bed really late. Well, that's going to be a huge added stress onto your body, I just have to say. And I know sleep can be hard. It's kind of something that's hard for me, so I struggle with it. But I still try to have that 7 to 9 hours during the night. I know sometimes if we're in pain, that can be hard. I know there's a lot of reasons. It's been hard for me lately. It's been hard for my husband lately. I gotcha. But, you still just have to give the good try every night. We also want to strive for a balanced lifestyle that includes work, leisure activities, and self-care. So we have to set realistic expectations and prioritize self-care activities that help us to relax and rejuvenate. You might need to put it on your calendar. There's nothing wrong with putting it on your calendar, right? So maybe you can take a bath. You can make sure you're reading a good book that you like maybe like novels, maybe like historical fictions, but something that just, like my dad used to always love to read novels that didn't make him think, he didn't have to use his brain. He just got to be entertained, right? That just helps to take the stress off when you get off work and things like that. Music can be really fun and uplifting, spending time in nature, or engaging in hobbies that you enjoy. And the other thing, and this is really important post-COVID, is we need to make sure we're connecting with real humans, not just on the screens, but our friends and our neighbors. Neighbors can be great if you don't have family that lives close by you. I have some of my best friends are my neighbors just because they're my neighbors. They're older than me or younger than me, but we get to connect a lot. So connect with your loved ones, your friends, find a group, find a support group, find a meetup group, people that can provide you emotional support, that share your concerns, experiences, and feelings with others that can help you alleviate stress and foster a sense of community. Part of that too, all these great things that you can do is we have to make sure that we manage our time effectively, right? We can't get sucked into technology sometimes or doing different things or maybe think we can do too much. So organize and prioritize your tasks to manage your time effectively, right? Break your tasks into manageable chunks, delegate when you can, and avoid overcommitting yourself, right? So we have to have that downtime. We can't be go, go, go because, we are human beings. We're not human doings. So we have to make sure that we find that balance. So set some realistic goals for yourself so you can reduce stress and, create a little bit more control over your time. That's definitely something that I'm working on too. So, we're all in the same canoe. We just need to make sure that we are continually working on things as we go, right? And not taking ourselves too seriously and having fun taking care of ourselves, right? It shouldn't be just all drudgery and work. It should be doing things that make us feel good. That's the point of reducing our stress. And then lastly, we want to take time for self-care, things that really give us that nourishment. So it could be, again, engaging in those hobbies, practicing self-compassion. Maybe it's journaling. There's those warm baths again. Maybe it's getting a massage once in a while and engaging in activities that actually bring us joy. Sometimes when I ask a client, do you do anything that brings you joy? They almost get tears in their eyes because I haven't been doing anything that brings me joy. So it can be really small things. It doesn't have to be a trip around the world, but we have to find those things that bring us joy. Okay, that is a lot of things that you can do to lower your stress, and also just the connection between stress and the thyroid. And the thyroid is part of our hormonal system. So it's not just your thyroid that you're supporting when you lower your stress. You're calming down your adrenals, you're calming down your brain, you're probably going to sleep better, right? It's all connected. You're probably going to have more energy when those things start to align. So you got this, but we all have to take the steps to do it. Nobody's going to do it for us. All right, I hope this is helpful. I'm so glad you're here in this community and we can talk about just simple yet profound ways that we can support ourselves and our health. And I want you to pick one of these things and go out there and do it. And do it tomorrow and do it the next day and the next day, so that all of a sudden this thing is just something you do. It's part of your everyday habit and you feel great and you want to tell your friends about it or do it with your friends. All right, thanks for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.